When Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, it marked an end to slavery in the United States. But it took 2.5 more years before the news reached African Americans in Galveston, Texas. On June 19, 1865, Union troops arrived in Galveston to announce that slaves were now free. That day launched a celebration that we now call Juneteenth, the day when African American men and women tasted freedom for the first time. Freedom is a powerful word. Freedom creates opportunity, and it lifts up the voice of people who had lived their lives unheard. Today, people of color continue to strive for their freedoms and for justice. As a nation, we must continue to work towards eliminating systemic racism and ensuring the promise of the United States of America, justice and equality for all. All people deserve opportunity, education, and equity. This Juneteenth, I urge you to consider what you can do to create real change so that every one of us knows that taste of freedom. And now I'd like to read a proclamation in honor of Juneteenth. Whereas Juneteenth fosters an appreciation of African American history and culture, celebrating freedom and achievement, while encouraging continuous self-development and respect for all cultures. And whereas on Juneteenth, we think about that moment in time when the enslaved in Galveston, Texas, received word of their freedom. We imagine the depth of their emotions, their jubilant dance, and their fear of the unknown. And whereas Juneteenth is a day on which honor and respect are paid for the suffering of slavery, it is a day on which we acknowledge the evils of slavery and its aftermath. On Juneteenth, we talk about our history and note that there is still work to do before all freedoms are fully realized. And whereas Juneteenth is a day of reflection, a day of renewal, a pride-filled day, on this day we come together, young and old, to listen, to learn, and to refresh the drive to achieve. Juneteenth is a day that we pray for peace and liberty for all. So now, therefore, as the County Executive of Frederick County, Maryland, I do hereby proclaim June 19, 2021 as Juneteenth Day in Frederick County and encourage all residents to honor this observance. And it's signed by me, Jan Gardner, Frederick County Executive.